Well, hello, folks out there in YouTube land. This is going to be a very interesting show. Yep, we're one key player away in this secondary in this class, and this guy could be a very helpful individual for us. As you know, we picked up two great defensive backs in Caleb Beasley and also Boo Carter. This other guy would be a really nice enhancement to this class because, as you know, our secondary has been the Achilles heel.
You are the weakest link. Bye.
Now, we've got three really strong recruits that came in last year in Jordan Matthews, 4-star, Ricky Gibson, 4-star, and then Christian Conyer, who was a very high athlete. I think he was the #1 or #2 athlete in the state of Kentucky, also in the secondary. So we've got some really good players coming in, along with Gabe Judy Lawley, who was a starter at BYU. And, of course, Wesley Walker's been rated the highest rated safety by a professional group that they basically grade players for the NFL. So we're not going to be nearly as thin on our defensive backfield this year, but we could really strengthen it with this coming class. And this guy would be a very key dude. And that's Kai Bates. He's a 6'1½", 180 cornerback out of Florida. And as you can see, he's ranked about 103rd to 120th, depending on which rating service. I usually go by this composite. So you can see he's a really high 4-star and a key player. Now let's take a look at some of his highlights and you'll understand what I'm talking about. Let me move my position so you can see a little bit better. Now watch this. He's playing corner right here. Of course, he's like glue on this dude. But watch this leap. I mean, he went up like a basketball player and made the interception. So as you can see, he's not your average guy. And great speed. He's got great instincts. There's another interception, and he runs it back. And a tremendous athlete. Let's watch him again at cornerback. He's a plug-and-play cover corner. And, yeah, that's good grief. Where was that guy going with that ball? He threw it to him like he was the wide receiver. All right. Let's watch him again. And he always plays their best wide receiver. Yet another easy interception for him. Now you're getting into the nitty-gritty. When you get down here in the red zone, this always interests me a lot because that's when you can really get faked out. And there he goes, just going up top. Make sure the guy doesn't get it. That leaping ability is so critical for a cornerback because you take like Dante Thornton, our big wide receiver, you need a guy like that with the long arms, 6'1½", and can jump to be able to stick with a player like Thornton. Here we go. That's just instincts. Let's watch him one. Let's watch one more play here. Okay, he picked up the other guy. And good grief. Yeah, he's plug and play. And that's the type of player that we need to be getting. The Caleb Beasleys, the Boo Carters. And again, we've already got some fine players coming in that are freshmen this year. But we've got to start stacking that defensive backfield room. Because if our defense and our secondary is strong, look, we already know we're fine on the defensive line. We can stop the rush. If we stop the pass too, we become the most dangerous team in the SEC because our offense is off the charts. As you know, we #1 offense in the country last year. And we've got Joe Milton this year. And as I've said many times, we're going to go as far as Joe will take us this year. But right behind him, we've got the #1 5-star quarterback in the country in Nico. And Nico is probably not too far away from being ready to go. He's been there 9 months, or he will be when September hits. And I'm very comfortable with our third-string quarterback in Gaston Moore. I'm very comfortable with him. So I'm really liking our quarterback room. We get this secondary situation taken care of, and we're a totally different football team, and people will fear us. You can just absolutely guarantee that. Now, Kai Bates is going to make a decision over the next few weeks. We don't have a date certain on him, but it's between us and LSU. And LSU tried to pressure him into a commitment when he was down there on an official visit.
Well, we're waiting.
And he didn't pull the trigger. So a lot of people are thinking that he's leaning towards the Vols, and I am too. You talking about a nice a pickup, and Boo Carter's all over the guy to come in with him. And he wants to win a national title, and he thinks if he can get the right guys in the secondary, which is our weak link, And if you've watched Boo Carter's highlights, I've showed them to you. That guy's off the charts. He is so fast. He is going to be a tremendous safety for us. He can play any position back there just about with his speed, and he's a tenacious defender. I'm telling you, we get these three guys right here, and we are going to be a different team. So pretty exciting and tremendous depth it would give us. And if you like this content, be sure to hit that like button. Let's me continue to cover the Vols and all this good stuff. And if you've not subscribed, it's on your right, my left. Just hit that little button. Boom, right there's all you got to do. So simple, doesn't cost you a penny. And right over here is the most recent video that YouTube, the algorithm, thinks you'll love. And we'll see you next time on Sports Talk Jay.